Hey guys, Keon the Movie King, and guess what? It's that time of the month. It's the end of the month. I mean, near the end of the month. My August 2017 Blu-ray update. I know you guys are waiting for this. Alright, now before I jump into my Blu-rays and show you guys what I picked up, um, want to do this thing like every time before I start my Blu-ray update. I have a question for all you guys out there, and this is mostly for the horror fans. So if you're not a horror fan, you just like to watch Blu-ray updates, just wait a minute. Anyways, so it's two questions. Number one, just recently I heard that they pulled Jeepers Creepers from the theaters because of the protesting, because of Victor Salva, whatever that sicko's name is. And I don't agree with what he did. I think he's a bad man. But I can't judge. In the end of the day, I can't condemn him or whatever. He's a bad guy. His day will come. It's really controversial. I don't really want to get into all this, but I do love Jeepers Creepers. Not really a fan of the second one, but I do like this first one. I was looking forward to the third one. So it's only getting shown one day, and I believe it's in the 26th at a Regal Cinema. So for one day. So what do you guys feel? Are you guys gonna go watch it, or you guys are just gonna boycott it altogether because of the director? Let me know. I'm curious about that. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna still probably check it out. I mean, I'm still gonna check it out because I do like Jeepers Creepers. But yeah, fuck Victor Salva. Anyways, let's go to my second question. My second question is, are you guys looking forward to the It movie, the new It that's coming out next month? I am. As you can tell, I'm supporting it right here. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. Can't wait to see it. I'm not sure if I'll go opening day because I honestly can't stand the teens that end up coming into the theater. Here, let me explain something to you. What happened? It was kind of a cool experience, but I went to go check out the Terminator 2 that got released in 3D. First of all, if you guys didn't check that out in 3D, you guys missed out because you felt like you were in the movie. I mean, it was absolutely excellent. So while we were in the theater, everybody in there, you could tell, are all Terminator fans. They're quiet. They've probably seen the movie millions of times, and many times, including myself. But everyone in there was completely quiet, enjoying the movie, because it was a great experience in 3D. And these teens, they sneaked in there because you could tell they sneaked in there. They weren't wearing their little eyeglasses, and they were on their phones and talking. And there was this guy in the back. Earlier when we got in there, he actually opened. I think he snuck in a beer bottle, but he popped open his bottle, and the bottle came and hit our way. But he was apologizing. He was sincere on that. He didn't mean to, but he was a big guy. And these are guys that probably like enjoy all the 80s action, 90s action, and the kids that sneaked in don't give a rat's ass. They don't care because they're in there texting and talking throughout the whole thing. And this guy just yelled out, "Could you put your phone away?" Like just pure anger. These kids got quiet. So I mean, one of them turned around and looked at him and probably was like, "Oops, I'm not gonna mess with this guy." And they were quiet for about like I say 5 minutes. They didn't say a word. They were completely like just stand still, like in shock. They stood up and walked away. At that moment, I wanted everyone in the theater just to stand up and clap because it was a great experience. But unfortunately, opening day on It, you're gonna have a lot of those kids, a lot of them, and that's why I'm not gonna see it opening day. I might wait until maybe Sunday, but I'm not looking forward to the theater experience. Isn't that sad? Like nowadays we get, you know. Sorry, I'm going into a whole new thing. That should be a whole new discussion talking about people in the theaters. But anyways, let's jump into the Alright, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so the first pick I'm going to start with, let's go to comedy, and then it's going to go to like comedy action. Didn't really pick up a lot of horror movies this time, which sucks. That's usually what I look out for is horror movies and steelbooks. But maybe next month, you know, every end of the month, if you're new to the channel, I'll let you know every month, end of the month, there's new Blu-ray update. I'm always buying movies. So, the first one I picked up is a classic. it's comedy, but I consider it dark comedy. It's pretty dark, and that is Heathers. And just recently I heard, I guess this was out for a while, but I just found it out today by a YouTuber. He was talking about it, and it actually shocked me that they were doing this. I think the YouTuber is OCP Communications. He's a good YouTuber, so you should check him out if you want to check out good reviews. He's a guy you should check out. But he was talking about that, and when I learned that, I was kind of blown away. Like, really, they're making this into a TV series, and it's like something like MTV kind of based. I mean, I'm not a fan of Scream series. I love Scream the movies, but the TV series on MTV, I hate them. I've tried to watch them, and I think they're corny as hell. So them making something like that for this movie, leave it alone, leave it alone. But this is a great movie. If you have not checked it out, it's with Winona Ryder and sorry about that, and Christian Slater. This is one you should check out. Alright, so I don't want to get the YouTuber's name wrong, so I'm going to look up his name while I'm on here. I don't usually do this, but I don't want to get his name wrong. But he, on one of his Blu-ray updates, his Blu-ray pickups, he showed this on his collection, and I was like, you know what? I need to pick this up because I like these movies. The YouTuber is Dr. Movie 91. Dr. Movie 91, who has great DVD updates and all that. So if you're into DVD pickups and all that, you should check out his channel. Actually, I'll put the links for the YouTube channels below of OCP Communication if you want to check out some really good reviews, or if you want to check out Blu-ray updates as Dr. Movie 91. Anyways, on his channel, he picked this up, and I love this trilogy, so I don't know why I didn't have this in my Blu-ray collection, and that is the Rush Hour Trilogy. Check this out. I like this cover art. Love it. I love these movies. I mean, the third one's not all that, but I like the third one as well. Anyways, now we're going down to my action movies. I mean, that was, kind of messed it up, but action comedy. I picked this up in a half-price bookstore. Love this movie. I only want to get the first two. I'm not trying to get the third one because I despise the third movie. And that is Beverly Hills Cop, Eddie Murphy at his finest. Oh, yeah. Alright. Now we'll go into the action. Okay, so this movie I picked up at Target. It was like $5. Never seen it before. I've heard mixed things about it, but I want to check it out. And I usually don't do blind buys like movies. I just don't do that. I don't like to do that. I mean, I work, so wasting that money on movies that I might end up not liking, I don't like to do. I used to do that when I was younger, but I don't know. $5 is not that bad for a movie, Hannah. If you guys check this movie out, let me know if it's good or not. I mean, is it an action movie? Is it not? I've read mixed things about it, so I don't know. Some people say it's just a thriller, a slow burn thriller, and some people say it's an action thriller. I don't know. Let me know if you guys seen it. I picked this up in a half-price bookstore, and this is the Shout Factory release, and I picked both of these up because, as you can see, the price, $7.99. That's a killer deal. And I'm a big fan of action movies. I'm a big fan of martial art movies. Big fan of martial art movies. And I haven't really watched a lot of Bruce Lee movies, so this was a good way for me to catch up on them. So this is a double feature. It has The Way of the Dragon and Game of Death. So $7.99, you can see that, half-price bookstore. And the other one was The Big Boss and Fist of Fury. Yeah. Alright. So in one of those Walmart bins, I had to pick this up because it was one of those $7, and this is a Scream Factory release for $7. Come on, Scream Factory, we all know how expensive they can be. So I am a big fan of Mel Gibson. If you're old, been on my channel many times, I'm a big fan of Mel Gibson. If you're new to the channel, I'm a big Mel Gibson fan. I don't give a rat's ass what he said. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know him. He don't pay my bills. I don't care. I just enjoy his movies. I think he's a talented actor, a great director. So whatever happens in his personal life, as long as he hasn't killed anybody, he can say whatever the hell he wants. Doesn't matter to me. Anyways, it is Mad Max. And I really enjoyed this movie. Here's the original cover. I already switched it out. But this is an excellent movie. Excellent movie. If you guys only saw Fury Road, you should really check out the original. And I've said this many times before. Let's say if they replaced Tom Hardy and put Mel Gibson as old as him in that role, I'll honestly say that I love Fury Road, but I'm saying if Mel Gibson was put in that role, he came back, and Tom Hardy was not there, and I like Tom Hardy, don't get me wrong, but Mel Gibson was there. Fury Road would probably be one of my favorite movies, honestly. When I was watching Fury Road, the only thing that was missing was Mel Gibson. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like having like a badass Rambo movie, but Sylvester Stallone is not playing as Rambo. They got somebody else that's a really good actor. But at the same time, you're watching it, and you're like, this is a good movie, but it just doesn't seem right. It should be Sylvester Stallone. And that's how I feel about Fury Road. I think it's an awesome movie, excellent movie. I give it an A+, and I don't really give A+ a lot, maybe A or B+, but A+ movie. But it would have been one of my favorite movies if Mel Gibson came back in that role. Anyways, talking about Mel Gibson, I picked up Mad Max, so I had to pick up The Road Warrior. I don't think I'm going to pick up the third movie. I'm not really a fan of it, but so in my collection I just have Mad Max, Road Warrior, and now I have Fury Road. So alright, so another one I found in these Walmart bins, looking like a crackhead, going through all those bins, and everybody's walking by me and like looking at him like, look at this guy with all these tattoos, trying to go in the bin. I'm trying to go all the way under. Sometimes I get trapped in there, and they call security, and they call me out. So I have to dress up, you know, like a female, come back in there, and go back in there again. That doesn't really happen. But anyways, the movie is Heat. I love this movie. I'm a big fan of Al Pacino. I love Al Pacino. I think he's a great, great actor. It's unfortunate this guy does not really get that does that much work nowadays. I mean, if he does, they're all independent movies. But I love this movie, Heat. So I had to pick this up. Walmart, $7 in one of those bins. And look at good condition. I mean, those bins. If you search in those bins, you know, like if a movie has a slip cover on it, it's usually messed up. But this one, look at mint condition. Nothing wrong. Alright. So, everybody in my channel has known I've been reviewing Dolph Lundgren movies. So, I do want to collect all Dolph Lundgren movies. I think he's an underrated action star. And it's funny. Nowadays, he's getting his name back in the picture. Because I know he's going to be an Aquaman. I'm not sure what his role is going to be. But I'm pretty sure he's playing a villain role in Aquaman. And he's returning as Drago in Creed 2, so it's freaking awesome. I mean, I love Dolph Lundgren. You know, so I picked up the Scream Factory of Dark Angel. Really underrated Dolph Lundgren movie. Very underrated. Awesome. Awesome. And a movie that I did review a couple weeks ago, which is an awesome movie because I'm a fan of Dolph Lundgren and I'm a fan of Brandon Lee. As I've said many times, Brandon Lee, I'm a fan of him as Rapid Fire and The Crow. So if you're a fan of Brandon Lee and you want to check out some of his work, check out this movie, Showdown in Little Tokyo. I did a review on it. You can check out my review on my channel to see what my thoughts are, but you should check this movie out. Awesome movie. Alright. So I do have the full collection of these movies. These are one of my favorite movies. I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan. I love Rambo. Like my PS4 game tag is like Baby Rambo Killed You. Rambo is just. I'm a big Rambo fan, but I've never seen the director's cut, and I love this movie. I saw this movie in theaters, and it was a great experience in the theater. No stupid people talking in theater. People were actually cheering. Everyone was getting like hyped watching this movie, and that was Rambo. So I picked up the extended cut, the director's cut of Rambo. I have the whole movie. I have the first one, second one, third one, fourth one. So this is another. I have 2 copies of the fourth one, but this is the director's cut. I haven't seen the director's cut, so I do want to check it out. Okay, so now we're going to horror thriller. What I did pick up. Man, I keep choking. Gotta drink some of the Powerade. Powerade never goes goes bad. It's always good. Anyways. So this movie, a lot of people hate it. I don't hate it. It's a guilty pleasure. I don't know why this movie does not bother me. But I was never going to pay full price for this movie, that's for sure. But if you can see the price on this, I think this is the perfect price for this Blu-ray. And that's The House at the End of the Street by Jennifer Lawrence for $2.99. Yes, $2.99. It's worth it. And I don't hate this movie at all. See, this is another movie I picked up blind by. Kind of regret it. And see, that's why I don't like to do that. Anyways, I checked out this movie that was produced by Ridley Scott, Phoenix Forgotten. And the movie was interesting, but it was a blah found footage movie. I don't mind some found footage movies. If they're done right, I don't mind them, but this is one of those ones that are just like, why? Yeah, but Phoenix Forgotten. Also, this one I picked up. I don't know if you guys have a store called Silver Platters in where you guys are at. Out here in Washington, we do have this place called Silver Platters, and they have awesome movies and awesome good prices. That's where I got House at the End of the Street, and I got this movie, which I love. I love this movie so much, and I just rewatched it the other day on Shudder. I think it was a couple weeks ago, so I was just like, why don't I have this in my collection? But I found it for $9 at Silver Platter, so I had to get it, and that's Wreck 2. I don't have the first one. I need to get it in my collection. Maybe next Blu-ray update you might see it there, or some Blu-ray update you might see it. But I am on the lookout for Wreck 1, because I love this movie. Yes, it's much better than the remake, which is Quarantine. If you don't know, Wreck, they remade it to Quarantine. Quarantine's good. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate it. I actually enjoy Quarantine, but it does not touch this, especially the ending of the first movie. Woo! I hate to be in that situation. Okay, a lot of people are going to laugh if you're a Godzilla fan. I am a Godzilla fan. I do enjoy most of the Godzilla. Most of the Godzilla series. But the first Godzilla I ever watched was Godzilla versus the Smog Monster. So I have some love for this movie, so I had to put it in my collection. This is a really weird one out of all the Godzilla series, but I really do enjoy this. It brings me back to my childhood, so I had to get this in my collection. I only got it for $5 too, so yeah. Eventually I want to get all the Godzilla movies, but that will be in time. So I'm a huge John Carpenter fan. So I do want to get all those movies. And this is a movie that a lot of people don't talk about. I love this John Carpenter movie, and I had to get it in my collection because I was like, I had this on VHS, I had this on DVD. Why don't I have this on my Blu-ray collection when I love it so much? And that is In the Mouth of Madness. Sam Neill. If you guys want a really unique John Carpenter movie, check this one out. A lot of people don't talk about this movie. The next one I picked up, found in the Walmart bin as usual, and that's the Stephen King's anthology Cat's Eyes, as young Drew Barrymore. I know my next one, I know Scream Factory released this movie, but I didn't care to get it on there. I mean, I'm a fan of the Evil Dead movies, but mine goes actually in the order. Like, it's kind of straight. A lot of people's favorite is the second one, and then a lot of other people will be Army of Darkness. But mine, when I was young, really, when did I first see the first Evil Dead? I think I saw the first Evil Dead in, I'll say the 90s, 90 or 89. I don't remember. But I saw the first Evil Dead before I saw the second one or the third. I saw in the order it was. So I loved the first Evil Dead, then I loved the second one, and then the third one. So I didn't really care to get the Scream Factory of Army of Darkness, but I needed this in my collection because I am a huge fan of Ash. I love the character of Ash. I mean, I even have Ash vs. Evil Dead, the TV series, which I love too, and I need to get season 2. Unfortunately, it's on my Blu-ray update. It did come out, but I didn't pick it up. But yeah, so Army of Darkness. If there was a Scream Factory of Evil Dead, the original, you bet your ass I would have bought that. Alright, so that's all of my horror movies. I heard a really strange sound just a minute ago. That's why I kind of like stood still for a second because I was wondering what that was. But, anyways, I'm just going all over the place. Now we're going to my steelbooks. So, let's go on my steelbooks. How many that... Okay, so I didn't get any more horror movies. That's unfortunate. It sucks because I wish I had much more horror movies than even action because that's my favorite genre. But oh well, I did get to pick up a lot more steelbooks than I did last time because last time I only picked up two. I think it was Kong Skull Island and King Kong, the Peter Jackson one. So let's go on what I picked up. Anyways, once again Silver Platters. I picked this one up. I'm kind of mixed on this movie. I was rewatching this last night actually. I'm not gonna review it and all, but it's okay. But it's cool to have a steelbook. I really like the steelbook. You know what I mean? It's like my Indiana Jones steelbooks that I got, but it's Super 8. I like the zombie movie that they're making in the movie. They're making a zombie movie. I really like that zombie movie. But yeah, Super 8, cool steelbook. The next steelbook I picked up, and look at this still. And this is a cool movie, but I got the steelbook, and look at the price. So I got the Brad Pitt killing them softly. Look at that, $2.99 still for steelbook. Come on, man, can't go wrong on that. So that's pretty awesome. The next steelbook I picked up is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Yeah, I really like that. Look at the little baby Groot right there. You know. Haven't seen this movie yet, you know, I haven't seen this, and I mean, and I just mentioned I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan, and he's in this movie, and Kurt Russell, but I am a fan of James Gunn, so I am looking forward to watching this movie. Don't know when. I usually have to get in the mood for superhero movies. I don't know. The next steelbook I picked up, everyone hates this movie, so I don't know. Usually I don't follow the trend when one person hates and everyone hates it. I don't know. So I'll make my own judgment when I watch it. But I got the steelbook of Alien Covenant. So the last two steelbooks I picked up, I already have copies of these movies, but I had to pick this up on steelbook because I love these movies. This is a limited edition, so I wanted to pick them out before they sold out. So I picked up, there was 3 of them by John Carpenter steelbooks, but I wanted to pick the 2 that are my favorite, and the first one was The Fog. So that's pretty cool. And the other one that I picked up, which I love a lot too, is They Live. Rest in peace, Roddy Piper. He's the man. Anyways, that's my steelbooks, and that's my Blu-ray collection for August of 2017. That's all I picked up. If you watched it till the end, you are awesome. If you didn't, suck it. No, it doesn't matter. But anyways, if you're new to the channel and you love Blu-ray updates, end of the month, there's always a new Blu-ray update. I always put a new Blu-ray up. The only time I won't is I will mention it weeks in advance if I'm not going to do a Blu-ray update. But so far, every month, new Blu-ray update, and next month there'll be a brand new Blu-ray update. So if you enjoy the Blu-rays and watching all those updates, click that Chucky icon and subscribe to the channel. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.